Well, I have to say I'm a little disappointed because I did kind of want to keep that streak going against New England at home. But I think the team is making it pretty clear that this year is just not going to be a good year, which I knew heading into the season. Everyone else was like, no, the coach says we're going to win every game. It's like, well, he has to say that. Like, he can't just say, yeah, we're not going to win any games this year. Like, he has to say that. The team very clearly is just trying to rebuild, which I agree with. I think this team did need to do that. Our roster was just not ready to compete. And then, you look at like what other teams are doing. They are trying to compete with the Patriots, and the only way they do that is kind of by starting by scratch. So, we kind of got to do it too. But I will say I didn't actually want us to go 0-16. Now, our schedule is still in our favor in a way. Like, we're not really going to be favored to win any game, I'm sure. But, we don't have any, like, it's not like every single game is unwinnable. So, I don't know if we'll actually go 0-16, but if we do, whatever. At least the 08 Lions ended up being successful a few years after, and maybe the 2017 Browns will too, so whatever. But let's go over the good. First of all, those uniforms. Can we switch already? Like, at least we looked good out there. And then also, at the first half at least, we really weren't even playing that bad. We actually were kind of keeping it pretty close, 13-0, and then it started to go all downhill, and that was kind of the bad. The bad was just the offense. Like, we could not move anywhere. Kalen Ballage, I still think he's a good running back. I think he has potential to be one, and to be honest, it's not fair to judge literally any player on this team this year, but that was still a pretty bad game, so we want to see a little bit more from him. And by the way, sorry if my voice kind of sounds died out. I was actually at the Falcons game this Sunday with my brother, and I kind of was screaming a lot, and my voice is still a little bit gone as I'm recording this, so sorry if I can't fully deliver anything. But anyway, that's all I want to say about this game. It's probably going to be like that for a lot of games. I just don't want to talk about it too much. Let's go over this Week 3 matchup. It's going to be at the Dallas Cowboys. It's a road game, our first of the season. And unfortunately, guys, I think it's going to get even worse. Like, first of all, we're on the road for the first time. And then second, it's at Dallas. Not only do you have to deal with those fans, but it's the Cowboys. Like, this is actually a really loaded roster. I didn't think that heading into the season, but they've really grown on me. Like, the more I look at their team, the more I realize, man, this team's actually really good. Like, their O-line has just always been good. Dak Prescott's finally kind of starting to prove himself. Amari Cooper has been a great receiver. And obviously Zeke is out there. And this team has, like, a top 5 defense. They have, what's his name? Not Brandon Carr. Byron Jones. Sorry, I keep mixing that up. Leighton Vander Esch, DeMarcus Lawrence. They have some pieces out there. Now, I'm not a big Jason Garrett guy, but besides that, this is a good roster. So really, there's not actually much of a way I think we can win this game. But how would we be able to win this game? I think our key to victory, can we get a passing game going? We have great receivers. Well, okay, I won't say great just yet, but we have potentially good receivers. Preston Williams actually is having a good season for us. I'm happy about that. And Devontae Parker made some catches. And, we still got Jakeem Grant out there, and hopefully Albert Wilson comes back. We have the receivers, but man, we just can't get that going. If we're going to win this game, we got to get a passing game going. And I would say also a running game, but the Cowboys' D-line is looking pretty good. The thing we have to watch out for is kind of the same thing. We have to watch out for Dak Prescott because he's been on fire this season. Everyone started making fun of him in 2017, but he's really fired back since then. And Amari Cooper, man, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden he's like just a phenomenal receiver. I'm not saying he wasn't good coming out of college, but he wasn't that good with the Raiders. So now all of a sudden he's really good here. And we got to keep up with him. Xavier Howard hopefully will be on him though, so maybe we can contain him a little bit. But then they're going to try to run with Zeke. So if we can get our D-line, who does have some pretty good defensive tackles, we'll be able to contain him. But we just got to be able to stop the passing game, which will be hard. And unfortunately, I'm not really going to predict that we win this game. I don't even think this team really wants to win right now, which was obvious from the start. But, you know, I'm not really going to predict we win this game. But, you know, we could. Anything can happen. So just let me know what you guys think about this game coming up. Hopefully you don't have any Cowboy fans that are close to you that will start bragging. But yeah, anyway, let's just go ahead and start focusing on week 3.